Coffee Hour. I'm Sarah Golseth.
I'm Andy Bates.
It is Wednesday,
May 8th.
I almost said June. Oh, man.
We're not there yet.
It's not quite summer yet.
That would mean it's like Vacation Bible School time if it were
Oh,
June.
yeah.
No.
Let's not rush to that point yet.
Can you hear all the DCEs cringing? It's not VBS yet.
Massive gasp. It's fine. It's only May. I just don't know what month it is.
Preparation for Vacation Bible School.
This is true. Thanks to our underwriter at Concordia University, Wisconsin, for your support of the Coffee Hour. You can find out more about them at cuw.edu. What is it?
Live Uncommon.
There you go.
You know it.
I do know it.
You just wanted me to say it.
I did. We get to talk about a super fun thing today. One of my favorite topics.
Super fun. Is that one word?
Super fun. I think so,
Okay,
actually.
just checking.
I should Google that. We get to talk about music therapy and music for families and kids with special needs, which is a topic that I love to talk about.
Me too.
We love to talk about music. Joining us in studio, Jennifer. I almost called you Jennifer, man. Jessica Ingraham, founder and executive director of Different Dynamics. Thanks for joining us, Jessica.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Andy.
We were just talking in the hall about how both of them get called Jennifer, and so I called her Jennifer.
Yet ironically, they're both called Jessica.
I know. Isn't that funny? Also joining us, Jessica Crawford, director of Children and Families with Special Needs at Concordia Lutheran Church down the road in Kirkwood.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So, Jessica, this not to be confusing, tell us a little bit about Different Dynamics.
Yeah. Well, Different Dynamics is a startup. I had this idea that I wanted to help make the music scene in St. Louis more inclusive for our friends with special needs. And I was really lucky to get into a program for social entrepreneurship at Washington University. And that's kind of where Different Dynamics was born. So we've been working for about a year now to create our nonprofit. And our mission is to provide people with special needs opportunities to create, perform, and respond to music in an environment that is safe and sensory friendly.
How have you seen this impact of music literacy and music therapy happen for those, with special needs?
That's a great question. And I feel like I could talk the whole time about that.
Go for it.
Yeah, right, here we go. But just to really kind of narrow it down, I'm going to give sort of one example.
Perfect.
One of our favorite stories that we've witnessed, we had a young boy, and he was a student of one of my colleagues. At Different Dynamics, and she had him when she was teaching in a special school district, and he was nonverbal. And through music and his participation in that music class at school, he was able to say his first words, to start expressing himself, and actually became verbal.
Wow.
And it was done through music. So it's stories like that that really show the power behind what music can do for us.
Wow. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Is that a I don't know, is that across the board kind of thing with the people that you're able to work with, those kind of life-changing things that music has that impact on people?
It does. It has a lot of life-changing, and sometimes it's a much smaller scale too. I mean, music gives us an opportunity really to express ourselves and to find that expression. I know most of us all have a soundtrack for our life. You know exactly where you were, what you were doing when you heard a particular song, and it has made that impact. And so we should all have the opportunity to create, to perform, to respond, to be involved in music that way. Another quick little story. I love this one. This was from summer camp last year with Different Dynamics. We had a little boy who was also nonverbal, and he had a speaking pad or a talk board where he could punch in what he wanted to say, and he has preset things. And we were just doing a song where we went around and the kids had an opportunity to say their name and what they enjoyed doing, and we put it in this little blues that we were all singing together. It was just wonderful to see him. He knew his turn was coming. He was getting everything ready and programmed, and he was ready to hit that button when it was his turn to say. And it's just being able to adapt and modify music in those ways so that everyone can participate is such a special thing. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. What difference does it make to do this in a group setting as well, so that there's that interaction between other kids.
Yeah, I think groups are really important. We all know the importance of collaboration and just being able to respond to one another, and social skills are something we can really learn through a group setting. So having those different opportunities make groups ever so much more special.
Yeah.
You gave us a nice picture of what a class might look like with that example with the boy and the board and ready to go. Give us another example of what a music class looks like with different dynamics.
Well, they can look in all kinds of different ways. Let's see. So, real quick, we have music. We actually do like music classes. So I'm a certified music educator, and I will say I'm not a music therapist. So music therapy is an actual, like an occupational therapist, speech therapist, tongue-tied there. They are board certified. So we do have a board certified music therapist. Her name is Jen Nelson. She's fantastic. So Jen does the therapy side of things. So when we're looking at therapy is using music to reach non-musical goals. Whereas music education, if you come to music education class, we're really just working on music for music's sake. But there's lots of great byproducts that come, of course, from that. And we also offer, we've been partnering with some arts organizations in St. Louis and offering, helping them produce and promote sensory-friendly concerts for families. And the sensory-friendly is a really awesome experience. It's a safe environment, so no matter how you experience music, there's a place for you. You can come and experience that music.
Okay, this is becoming a very common phrase, but some of us may not understand what that means. I've heard it, but I don't know if I exactly fully comprehend what that means.
So sensory-friendly, best way to explain it is that it's a safe environment. You might not have noticed or realized that sometimes as, let's say, a parent with a child with special needs, certain things might be challenging. Going to the grocery store might be challenging. Going to a concert, certainly. My child may not sit still. My child may vocalize to the music. And a lot of times you start to feel, as a parent, a little maybe looked down upon, or maybe you feel like you are just being a burden on the other audience, which is not true. And sensory-friendly concerts are just that. They are a safe, judgment-free environment.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity for families to be able to just be able to be themselves and not have to worry about what other people might think of them.
Exactly. And we do put special modifications and adaptations in place too to help the children be successful. So, sound levels or lighting. Yeah. Having a quiet space where they can leave if they need to go and collect themselves before they come back. Just little things like that.
Sure. So all of these classes happen at Concordia Kirkwood. Is that correct?
They are going to be.
They are going to be happening at Concordia Kirkwood. How did that partnership happen?
Jessica, I'll let you.
All right. So I have a volunteer in the special needs ministry who brought it to my attention that there was this fabulous music school that needed a home, and it fit perfectly with our ministry because Concordia has the special needs ministry. Concordia's goal is to be a place where families with special needs can confidently and comfortably attend worship, where they won't feel like they are a burden. There is hurt in ministry, in special needs ministry. These families are coming from other churches sometimes where there has been hurt, and so our goal is that everyone is fully accepted. And then there's this music school where that is the goal, and it's just another opportunity where we can show these families that they can trust us.
Absolutely. How does an opportunity like that really help to bring peace to a family when they have an opportunity to be themselves in just learning music or in a worship setting?
Well,
that's a big question.
Yes, a big question. That's a 2-hour special.
I know. Well,
what is it like for that family? It is. I see it. I see it in the families. Someone once asked me, "Well, how do you know if the ministry is successful?" It was another church who was interested in starting a ministry, and I said, "You'll know. It's the parents. They will let you know. They will let you know how happy they are, but they will let you know by their faces when they've come back from worship." When they've had that hour to be still, to be fed in the Word, and to come back and know that their child was also fed the same way on their level. You can tell. It's a wonderful thing.
That's outstanding, and certainly so welcoming with for families and individuals with of all different abilities, and that's what I hear different dynamics doing as well, is just welcoming individuals of all abilities. Open house. You have an open house coming up, is that right?
We do. We have an open house coming up on Monday, May 13th. That is next Monday. It's at Concordia Lutheran Church in Kirkwood. We've divided the evening into 3 sessions. So our first session starts at 5 o'clock. It's for ages 5 through 12. Our second session is at 6 o'clock. It's ages 13 to 18. And our third session is at 7 o'clock for ages 18 and up. And it's a music therapy open house. It's a great time. Come participate in a group music therapy session with our music therapist, Jen Nelson. And I'll have our staff there as well to just answer questions about music therapy, about us. Come get to know us. Come see the space. And yeah, everyone is welcome.
Outstanding. So this is coming up Monday, May 13th, and the different times again, 5 p.m. for ages 5 through 12. And then 6 p.m. for
ages
13 to 18, and then 18 and older at
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Very good. And that's at Concordia Lutheran Church in Kirkwood, Missouri. That's 505 South Kirkwood Road. It's right up the road from our studios here in Kirkwood, Missouri as well. And where can we find out more about Different Dynamics and follow you, keep up with what's going on?
Yeah, you can. We have a website, differentdynamicsstl.org. You can also find us on Facebook at Different Dynamics STL. And we're on Instagram as well.
Oh.
Also Different Dynamics STL. Try to keep it all the same there.
So that's fantastic. What a wonderful opportunity for families with kids that want to learn music, but maybe in a little different setting. Well, Jessica, it's been great having you on the Coffee Hour. Thanks for being our guest today.
Thank you for having us.
So much.
More Coffee Hour right after this. I'm Sarah Golseth.
I'm Eddie Bates.